Okay, let's use our newest version of the new Tomorrow deck, the one that I just done a deck tech on. It is not the same one as the second set of videos that I uploaded earlier today, so just be aware of that. I will put the most updated deck list in the description below. This hand is a little slow. I think on Saturday I would have kept this hand because there were very few aggressive decks. But today I fear that this might be a little too slow because I have nothing to do for 2 turns and my opponent's going first. It's kind of sketchy. So let's just try for something a little bit better. Hopefully some with 1-drops. Yeah, this is perfect. The Water of Life is going to keep us at a healthy life total. Then the Lightning Storms will help clear the board. So I think this hand is much more keepable than the last one. And our opponent has played a depleted land in very aggressive colors. So let's see if this is an aggressive deck or... Because yesterday, there were a lot of Skycrack decks that looked to go big and wasn't very aggressive. And they were just using these colors because they had a lot of value cards. Yeah, like Trailblaze, for example, this one. This one is looking like more of a mid-range to a late-game deck rather than an aggressive deck. But that is the perfect card you want for a late-game deck. He's going to get a lot of value out of this card. I would really like to kill it if I can. Obviously, I don't really want to Lightning Storm and trade 2 cards for 1 card here. But man, this unit is going to give him a lot of value. And of course, oh hey, he just chunked with it. Huh, that's a really good deal for us. I'm actually really happy with that result. Wow, okay. How ironic. Okay, so we get a free Life Force trigger off of our own Water of Life. That's pretty good. Let's see what my opponent plays here. Okay, maybe it is an aggressive deck. Ooh, this card is actually pretty frightening to beat. Because you're getting a bunch of random units, you could die to this. I mean, I could maybe block it with my Great Parliament, but... ooh, I'm not so sure about that. If my opponent plays a rally and attacks me next turn, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So I guess the question is, do I want to Lightning Storm and lose my unit? But then I'm losing 2 cards for 1 of his cards, which is pretty poor. Let's... I don't know about this. Let's wait 1 more turn and see what happens. Next turn we're gonna play... if he just spends his turn playing the Infiltrate Flyer, then we're gonna be in good shape. So he doesn't. Alright. So this is kind of a middle-of-the-ground value and aggressive deck, I suppose. Okay, so here we get to play our first copy of Great Parliament, or at this point we can actually just Lightning Storm. Let's just play the Great Parliament and see what we get. Getting another 4 power unit on the board is pretty good. Not this one. This one dies to our own Lightning Storm. That's awful. I think our opponent is the more aggressive deck here, so let's hold back and not swing in with our 2/2. Because I don't think he cares about taking 2 damage, but I do care if he attacks me with a bunch of rallied units. That's too bad. Because most 4 power units would survive the Lightning Storm. You know, except for the red ones that are high attack. So by Lightning Storm, I lose 2 of my own cards, and the Lightning Storm itself, so I lose 3 cards, and he only loses 2 cards here. Okay, that makes it a lot better. You still can't kill this 1/3 though. So next turn, what I'm going to do is attack him with both my units and hope he blocks with his 1/3, and then we can Lightning Storm away his entire board. And also hope that he doesn't have a backlash. Oh, it doesn't matter if you have a backlash because we have 2 copies here. He plays with Static Bolt. That makes me think this might be Carpet Shuffle. There's a deck out there that just basically wants to echo this card and draw it many different times, so then the damage keeps going up. I'm wondering if that's the case, because otherwise, I don't think Static Bolt's that great. Unless you have something clever to do with it. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and attack with both his units, and I'm really hoping he blocks with the 1/3 here. Oh, that's too bad. Alright. Well, good beats, good beats. Oh, really good beats. Alright. I guess the question is, do I just go ahead and run the second Lightning Storm and kill that too? We're not worried about the Minotaur Grunt because he'll have no units in his deck, so the Warcry trigger is dead. Let's wait. I think I can get more value out of the Lightning Storm later on. My opponent plays a lot of cheap spells, so he's gonna most likely clog his board with a lot of small units very soon. Oh yeah, someone else also commented that my incessant clicking of the board is really annoying, and I think, oh no, and I do agree with that. That is pretty annoying, but it's so hard for me to not do it from many years of RTS Dota gaming. Sure. That thing is. Oh, it's not sparked, so it's only a 3 power unit. Yeah, I'll just play the Great Parliament here. Because we have no other ramp cards in our hand, we don't know how. What? What is this? Because we have no other ramp cards in our hand, we don't know when we're gonna hit 8 power. And we do need some ways to block. But this is pretty unlucky. Another one of these 5/2s. If he attacks with the 3/6, we can double block the 3/6 and lose both our units, but. Or I guess we can double block with these units. Nope. 5/2 is the absolute worst. So he's made a bunch of 3 health units. We can't even Lightning Storm them away. Oh, this is going to be a 4/7, which makes it really difficult for me to block. That's not good. It's unfortunate that we drew our 2 10-powered cards in our hand, so it's going to be really hard for us to cast this unless we start drawing into a lot of find-aways. Yeah, we need find-aways, secret passage. Not that one. This Lightning Storm is going to kill absolutely... Well, it'll kill this, but nothing else. This is looking decidedly poor. Yeah, playing Lightning Storm kills my own 1/1. It kills his 2/2, but nothing else. That's really weak. We really need to draw some cards that has Echo, or some cards that lets us draw more cards, like Wisdom of the Elders, for example. Another Great Parliament would be fine, even though we're only at 7 power. But anything with oh no. Uh-oh. Wow. Yeah, anything with Echo, anything with card draw will be really good for us. Oh no. That card's gonna be tough for us to deal with now that we have no more flyers. I think we're gonna use this use the Lightning Storm next turn, so we'll just block the 4/7 and oh no, we're gonna block the 1/1 and get rid of it. And take the 4. No. Let's block the 4/7 and mitigate damage. We'll Lightning Storm. It won't kill his 1/1 here, but I think leaving a 1/1 alive is not too horrendous. If my opponent just spends 3 power every turn playing this unit, we're going to lose. Yeah. So this is really bad. He has 6 power on board. We're at 17, and we are very far from casting this. 2 power is hard to come by. I think even if we get a, say, Find a Path, and we put 2 lands into play by next turn, I think playing the New Tomorrow by then might still be too late, because my opponent's board is too wide, and having an 8/8 and a 6/6 in play, even when he doesn't play more spells, I think he still has enough to kill me off. I think this might be a little too late. Yep, I'm taking 6. Can't do anything about that. What's my best draw? Not that one. So let's see. Best case scenario, I play. Oh, I'm so dead. Yep. So I blocked the 4/7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, he has 2 torches. I'm 100% dead. All right, this game is over. Off to a rocky start at 0-1. But I think I didn't make any obvious mistakes that game. I think our draw was just a little lackluster. Drawing both of the New Tomorrows in our opening hand was sort of the thing that cost us the game there. If those 2 cards were any other card draw spell, we may have some gas left in the tank to survive some more turns. Yeah, we have 2 Echo spells now, so this is going to guarantee us a lot of plays in the early game. So I think that's a good thing. We don't have any green, but the Find a Way can get us the green. So let's just... Yeah, Zenith Obelisk is a really good draw. It will make sure all of our 2-drops are bigger than all of their 2-drops. Alright, so let's start by using Find a Way and get ourselves a Justice. Okay, so this is Felon colors are typically just mono removal and card draw, so all value cards, which is pretty good. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play the depleted land here. No, I want to play the Wisdom of the Elders, I think. So let's just go ahead and play the non-depleted Flower. We'll ambush his 1/2 with whatever we make with the Wisdom, and then on the following turn we'll have access to 4 power, and then we'll either play 2 cards or play the Zenith Obelisk, depending on what he does. We can also leave a Backlash, but I think Backlash has a lot of value in this event because it counters everything, right? So I think if we wait till later in the game, the Backlash will have more value. The only reason why I would use Backlash very early in the game is if I'm being buried on board and falling too far behind and at risk of losing, then I might hold it up and counter something, but most spells that he play early game is probably not worth backlashing. Like a Subverb actually might be worth backlashing, but I would imagine for my opponent, you would want to play a Subverb on your opponent when he has fewer cards in hand, because right now there's probably too much junk in my hand that he's likely going to get a junky card. He's thinking really hard to attack or play his spell first. Yep, let's go ahead and... Sure, why don't we silence that? That's like the best 3-drop. One of the best 3-drops you can get. It's going to get killed by an instant speed removal. Oh no, it's going to get devoured. Fair enough. Alright, I still get to draw my 2 cards. Unless he has a Backlash now. He's looking to remove this. Yep, sure, why not? Yep, that's pretty good. Alright, now we have too many cards, unlike last game. So we do want to play a non-depleted land because we want to do the maximum number of things this turn. What is the maximum number of things I can do this turn? I could actually just play Great Parliament because that puts... Wait, I don't have... No, I just said I should stop making mistakes, but I just made a really dumb mistake. Well, actually, maybe it's not a mistake. I mean, I didn't see it. I don't have the Justice, but I still want 4 power. I want to play the maximum number of spells this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play Herald's Song. Yep, we're going to discard this depleted Justice, actually, because we already have a Horu Banner in our hand. And I'm going to play both Unstable Forms in this, so I can have the most number of units in play, and I don't really want to give his Praxis Strange or Quickstraw anyway. Yeah, so this gives me 3 units in play, maximizes the use of my mana. And the reason why I want more units in play is because the more units I have in play, the better the stand together becomes. And because I have so many cards in my hand, I'm not really worried about running out of cards. I'm just gonna try and develop my board as much as I can and have a good stand together. So next turn, when I have access to 5 power, I'm most likely gonna play one of the 2 power spells and then hold the stand together up and play it during his combat. Although he's tapped out, so if I want to play around Backlash, this will be a good time to do it. Yeah, I'll definitely block the 2/2 with my 0/2 if that happens. Yeah, so we're gonna play Stand Together for sure. The decision is either now or on his turn. I'm a little bit worried about him having Backlash, so why don't we go ahead and grab ourselves another land, because we do want to hit 8 power because of the Zenith Obelisk and the Great Parliament in our hand. And we're going to go ahead and Stand Together right now, just to play around a Backlash. The Stand Together is too good of a card. Yeah, this card is actually not bad in this format. So now we can block his 1/1 in the air. Because my opponent is playing a blue-black control deck, his deck is full of 1-for-1 removal spells. this is going to give his deck a lot of trouble. Stand Together is a really great card against decks like this. I hope he doesn't play a Subverb and take my Great Parliament, because that would be the worst. Yeah, there we go. It negated his Plague, which is great. I wouldn't mind drawing more Stand Togethers. That would be quite awesome. So here, I think if I play my non-depleted land, I can play any one of these good spells and leave a Backlash, and I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Zenith Obelisk first, because I can get to 8 power soonish, I think, in 2 more turns with Great Parliament and get more value out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and play the Zenith Obelisk. All of our units are much, much bigger. We're gonna start being on the aggressive and attack for 2. He can attack back, but we're trading 2 damage for 3 damage, and I think that's fine. Yep, we'll hold up Backlash at this point. I don't want my opponent to play very powerful. I'm okay with him drawing cards. I think this game is going to be grindy either way. I'd rather use the Backlash on a very impactful spell that hurts my board immediately, because that's how I'm going to lose the game. And I don't think there's too many of those in this deck. He's going to have a bunch of plagues. I think I'm okay with him plaguing my team. Yeah, so I think this card destroys him. So let's play the depleted Sigil first, because I'm going to do that regardless. Let's go ahead and Lightning Storm his team. We can Backlash his Backlash if he has one. He loses almost everything here, right? Yep, that's fine. We're going to Backlash him. Oh, he's going to lose that too. It's even better. Oh, we can pump this and it survives our own Backlash. That's fantastic. Alright, so he loses almost everything. I think rather than playing Echo of Life, I'm going to go ahead and Herald Song to see what I can get. Because I do want the 8th power. We're going to discard one of the Water of Life because our life total is pretty good. And here, so he can't kill this no matter what he does. He doesn't want to block that. So I'll attack with these two. Now keep the 3/1 here, because the 3/3 is still pretty good in future turns. Yeah, so no matter what my opponent does here, even if he's somehow able to wipe my board, which I doubt, next turn we get to play a land and then Great Parliament and Zenith Obelisk. And I think my opponent is gonna die to that, I think. Because the owls will be 8/8 each. Yeah, this game is a lot more like it. Last game, we ran out of gas really fast because I think we got a little flooded, and we didn't draw any of our echoing value cards. Or Wisdom of the Elders, or any kind of card draw. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking again. The incessant clicking is annoying, I know. Okay, that's not too bad. My team is still pretty big. In fact, next turn, my team will get +3/+3 on top of this, so I think we'll be okay. I think he wants to kill the 2/2 flyer, so this becomes... Oh no! Okay, I think if he takes a Great Parliament, that hurts us quite a bit, but I think with the Zenith Obelisk, we're still going to be okay. He's going to have a tough... Well, I'm pretty sure you just take the Great Parliament here. I don't think you take anything else. Yeah, you can't beat the Great Parliament, I don't think. That many powerful flyers will end the game. Alright, so here, pretty easy, we go ahead and Zenith Obelisk. We're going to play the Water of Life, because sometimes you get random units that help you. Nope, that one didn't. But, how is my opponent going to deal with this attack? He has 2 more cards in hand. Yeah, this is what I mean by decks that play a lot of small, cheap spells. My opponent's deck is full of 1/2 mana spells, and you can play infinite number of 1/2 mana spells that one-on-ones your opponent, trades 1/1, kills a unit, discards a card, you know. But in the end, your board is just full of random 1/1 2/2s, and that's not that scary. You do want some more expensive cards that basically turns the game around. I don't think this saves him. I'm gonna let him have it. I'd rather counter any spell that... There we go. There we go. Yeah, he's dead on board. Alright, that's a lot more like it. A lot more what this deck is designed to do. So let's hope we get more games like this and not like the first game. Oh man, we have no time, unfortunately. So we can't play any of our time-based spells. So we're gonna have to redraw this. Oh, sorry, my baby's crying downstairs, but my wife will take care of him. He's probably getting his diaper changed. You can't stop him from crying when he's getting his diaper changed. Yeah, we'll play this first. It's really unfortunate when we get our New Tomorrow in our opening hand, which we got like every game. Because you can't play this until quite late. And these kind of decks always have sabotage, so kind of hurts when it gets sabotaged away. Because after all, we only have 2 copies, and once they're gone, we have no way of getting them back. Against decks like this, if you can ramp to 10 and you cast a New Tomorrow, there's no way they can win. I'm not going to Unstable Form his 0-3 because it doesn't do anything for me. For him, I'm just going to go ahead and save the Unstable Form. They are pseudo removal spells because you can, if they get lucky with a very powerful random unit, you have a good shot at making it a little bit weaker. Okay, so we're more than happy to pass the turn here and play Draw Go with this control deck. We're going to end the turn Secret Pages here and see if he lets us do that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that. If he has Backlash, then he backlashes it, no big deal. But chances are he's just going to Wisdom of the Elders or something like that. Whoa, that is not a unit worth removing, my friend. Let's get another Justice. Yeah, that is not a unit worth removing. Alright, well that's fine. He gets a Snowball, but I'm okay with him getting a Snowball. I'm gonna Secret Pages and block. If he lets me. And, oh, Hero of the People. He's probably gonna kill the hero with a spell here. Yep. Actually, he gets to kill it for free because of the snowball that he draws. That's kind of funny. Well, anyway, we'll let him have the snowball and kill it because then it uses up the infiltrate trigger, and then he uses up the snowball. Whereas if I blocked it, he still has he still has the infiltrate trigger, which he can eventually get. So that was kind of unfortunate getting Hero of the People. Because my plan was to Secret Pages and then double Unstable Form the unit and then stand together on the same turn. But that may have been a mistake. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some units. We have 7 power. Let's upgrade his 1/1 to. Let's upgrade his 1-drop to a 2-drop. There's not that many amazing 2-drops, so hopefully we'll be okay. And then let's do that again. And then on his attack, we're going to stand together and make some decent blocks. And we also have a Backlash as backup. We are falling behind on cards here. We didn't draw any cards that gives us card advantage. And the ones that we did play, we got card disadvantage by losing them for no value. Let's go ahead and stand together. And counter that Vera's Favor. Yep. And we still have Backlash in case anything else weird happens. Like if he plays Plague, for example, I think we will Backlash it. Because right now, what we have here will hold back his entire team. And if we draw a couple of Find a Pass, we can actually New Tomorrow in 3 turns. If we draw a bunch of, well, at least 1 Find a Path and 1 more land. Permafrost on this. That's an interesting choice of a card. It's not even a spell. Sure, let's Backlash it. We are falling behind on board here, so I don't really want to lose more units. Because he has 6 and I have 3. If he kills it, then he has 6 and I have 2. Ooh, Unstable Form is very good. This is a 2-drop, right? What's the most expensive card I can... This is the most expensive card, but this is also one of my better cards at the moment, because I like the lifesteal a lot. So let's just go ahead and turn this 1/1 into a 4-drop. Hey, that gives me a power. That's not bad. And this Tricking Goblin can block nothing. It might even die to the Daredevil. So let's just change this into something else. That's not any better. Alright. yeah, we'll just hold back. I would like this to be unblocked because it blocks most of his units and really discourages him from attacking me. Okay, so he has some kind of trick here. Let's block here. We'll block here. We'll block here. Oh, he probably has a lightning storm, right? Oh, his lightning storm can't kill this. Something like this? Because if he has lightning storm or plague, I'm losing my units anyway, I think. Oh, I guess if he does have a plague, well, this will survive no matter what. This would die either way if he has a plague, so I should definitely block with it. I'm not gonna block with this because it might survive the lightning storm. Yeah, okay. Because if he has a lightning storm or if he has a plague, this will be a 1/2. The 2/1s are gonna die anyway, so they definitely should be using for block. And this is gonna survive regardless because it has Aegis. So this way I lose. Yeah, I lose all the things I'm gonna lose anyway, and I don't lose the things that I'm not supposed to lose. So yeah. Alright, let's see what we can get. I would love a Find a Path. I think that's one of my best. Oh, hey, that's an amazing draw. Alright, so we're gonna be in good shape if he doesn't sabotage or subverbs us. If he subverbs either of these two cards, I'm so dead. Alright, well at least I gained 2 life here. I guess if he subverbs the New Tomorrow, he's likely not going to be able to cast it for many, many more turns to come. Oh, just, I don't know what. Yeah, just block. There's no real harm there for the block. Next turn, I think I'm going to Celestial Omen for a Find a Way. Not sure. Let's see what we draw first, and then we decide what we want to Celestial Omen. And I am going to Celestial Omen on my turn, though, because I think my opponent will have a backlash. So let's do that now. Let's see if there's anything better than Find the Way here. A Great Parliament is actually really good. Another Celestial Omen is also pretty good. Actually, another Celestial Omen is a really good play here. Or a Great Parliament. No, let's try and play the New Tomorrow, because our deck is, after all, made with it in mind. I think many of you were very disappointed all those games where I didn't get to play this. So maybe now I do. Make an effort to try and play this card. Although, objectively speaking, getting another Omens might have been the better play. Or getting a Great Parliament might have been able to win us the game faster. Yep, I lose my revenge unit here. That's fine. Oh, I'm really worried that he went for a subverb. Just if he went for a subverb and takes this. Oh dear. Or maybe a sabotage, that would be pretty poor. But he's probably going for a removal spell to kill my 6/6. He's deep in the tank as well. He has a lot of good options, I think. Sabotage would be pretty. I mean, sabotage wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, we don't have to play this spell. I just want to because I've never been able to do it on camera. A subvert would be pretty poor for us, but let's do this. I do need to play the Seek Power and get a power, because otherwise I don't get to play the New Tomorrow. So, as long as we survive one more turn, like, if he doesn't do anything this turn, then we're okay. Oh, we gotta initiate the descent, so we hit 10 power. So just, we pray that he didn't go for a sabotage, and if he subverts us, he gets one of the powers, then we're gonna win this game. Please. Just go and get, like, a death strike or something, like... anything but discard. Because even a backlash won't do it. Whoa, he has an actual unit in his deck. Interesting. Either way, bam! This should prompt a concession, right? And we'll even get to draw 2 cards off of the friendly wasp. we got the destiny unit as well. Okay, we can unstable form one of his. We can unstable form his 3/5 because then we can attack with the 18/18 and there's nothing he can do about it. We give him a random 5-drop. What if we give him a really good 5-drop? Let's just hold out. I think I can't lose this game if I'm very cautious. I can't think of any 5-mana spells that can kill my Scourge of Frostholm on its own. Wait, he actually has units. Oh wow, that's right. He played a bunch of cards that are not spells. He played Permafrost. He has a Steward, and he also has that. So if he has, oh wow, if my opponent has a Black Sky Harbinger in his deck, I actually can't beat him. Wow, that's really interesting. So I just block with 4 units to kill this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't let this thing just keep getting bigger and bigger. Then it just becomes harder and harder to kill. So my deck shouldn't have any power left, or very many power left. Every card I draw at this point should be business, so I think that's good for me. Let's upgrade some of these units here. Oh, we can't attack him at all. Let's upgrade this 18/1 into a 7-drop. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's upgrade this into a 4-drop. It's unblockable. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's just attack him for 15 here. I don't think there's anything he can do. I don't have to attack with the 3-drop here because attacking him for 15 will guarantee that I win the game next turn. And I don't believe he has enough power to kill me. I just have to cross my fingers that he doesn't have a Black Sky Harbinger in his deck. Which he very well could have because he went... Oh, wow. Sure, let's make some blocks. Block the 5/6. Block the 1/1. And block the 1/3. And take my 8. I'll take my 4, sorry. I hope that's it. Alright. Well, my opponent's deck has some interesting tech. That hardcast Withering Witch really scared me there. Alright, we're now 2-1. And we get to play a new tomorrow. I honestly think I could have won that game easier if I had just grabbed the Great Parliament, to be honest. But I went for the new tomorrow because that may very well be the only time we get to see it on camera. Okay, this hand, all 3 colors. No other power though. This is kind of sketch. And no play turn 1, turn 2. Alright, let's go for something a little bit more defensive in the early game. Yep, this is great. Turn 1 play, and then I have Water of Life. That means any aggressive deck I'll have a pretty good game against. I even have a Wisdom of the Elders to help. I even have the Wisdom here to draw me a card. 2 cards, so I think we're okay. Hey, this is going to get a lot of passive value from the Water of Life. I think I'm going to have to end the video here and go down and take a look at my kids though. So we're going to play one more game here. And yeah, let's go ahead and put some stuff onto the board. My opponent's playing black. I suspect these kind of decks have a lot of 1-for-1 traits. So if we can get on the board pretty early, we can get some good easy damage in. we might even be able to overwhelm him with this hand, because once you every time you draw Crystallize, you have a different game plan. You are live to just hitting your opponent until he dies. So you went from a late game control deck to a mid range Crystallize Alpha Strike kind of a deck. My opponent did nothing for quite a few turns here. I don't know if that's great for him. Ooh, this is a bad unit to have. So weak. Alright, that's a very good backlash. You don't want your opponent drawing cards when you're behind. And I'm now mana screwed. Oh, that's not good for me. So let's trade the 3-1 here. That backlash on the Wisdom of the Elders was a fantastic play on my opponent's part. Because had I drawn 2 cards, I could have drawn a land. And if I drew a land, I put Zen and Obelisk in play, and he's toast. So I'm gonna have to backlash whatever he plays here, so I can get more units onto the board. Well, we'll see what he plays. Oh yeah, definitely going to backlash Devouring Shadows. Give me power, Zen and Obelisk, and I'm set. Because if I put a power in play, this is a 3/3. That means I can attack with all my units. Nope. That's unfortunate. I could attack with a 1/1, get greedy, and hope he... No, he's just gonna kill the 1/1 if I attack with it, I think. He has no other good blocks. We'll take the 4 here. I'm still pretty live to Great Parliament and Crystallize killing him as soon as I draw those power. Although, with that said, even had the Wisdom of the Elders resolved, I think we drew 2 cards that were not power, so we still would have missed our power drop. Ooh, it's just bad. That thing has life. No. That's most unfortunate. Zenin Destroyer. This card kind of destroys me. My opponent has grip full of cards, a lot of instant spells, so I'm gonna guess he has removal spell for my 3/3, which he'll use and then attack me. And if he kills this, well, I'm gonna backlash his removal spell, but if I have to, I will use both of these units to block that. I'm not going to stop the scheme. I think I need to use this on a removal spell. I'm still pretty live to a land though, because Zen and Obelisk, Great Parliament, Crystallize is still gonna win games. Yep. Unfortunately, this is a trade. That's too bad, and he gains 3 life off that too. Yep. That's really too bad. Wonder if my opponent plays with Dark Returns. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright, it's a depleted power source, but at the very least... Nope, I can't. Well, hit him for 1 then. He's still thinking he should kill this 1/1. Alright. I think my opponent's taking like 5 or 6 damage off this 1/1 already. It might have been worth his time to kill the 1/1. My opponent has 5 cards. I'm just gonna let him have these. I don't think I'm gonna grind my opponent out of cards in this game. I think I'm trying to... My game plan has changed. I'm not a new Tomorrow's deck. I'm a aggro mid-range deck. I just need to do 6 more damage to him. 1 more land, Crystallize, finish the game. In fact, Crystallize, a land off the top, Crystallize will kill him. It's exactly 6 damage. Okay, that I can counter. I'm actually hoping my opponent taps out. I draw a power, Crystallize, and that kills him. Not if he counters this though. Okay, so it's just a removal spell. That's fine. I still have enough power to kill him. And he's tapped out. So if I draw a power, I win here. I straight up win off of the Crystallize if I draw any non-depleted power source. Alright. Yeah, this is 6 damage? Yeah, this is 6 damage. And he's at 4 because the backlash. Alright, that was a little bit dicey. Whew, I was getting a little nervous there in that game. Alright, there's the first 4 games. Let's record the next videos separately. I'm gonna go check on my kids first. So hopefully I've made a lot less mistakes that round, and I do get to play New Tomorrow at least 1 out of the 4 games. So I hope that was already a better video. I'm going to upload this right away so that people can start watching this before the event is over. I don't want to wait until the rest of my games, but I will finish the rest of the games and record part 2 after I check into my kids and make them lunch. Thanks for watching, guys.